Imagine if you're the guest that needs their ketchup or needs their condiment or needs something, and you're over for 4 minutes gone making tea. That 4 minutes is a lifetime. Okay.
For someone who needs a fork.
Who needs, or something that's just not, that came out hot.
Yes.
Okay, exactly. So that needs a fork or something very simple. When their food came out nice and hot and you weren't there to take care of that need.
Exactly. Hi, welcome to the Modern Waiter Podcast. I'm Marlon Joseph, the Modern Waiter, where we discuss all things restaurant business. Learn something. Laugh at something. On today's episode, we're going to talk about one of waiters' strange little annoyances, making hot tea. But first, the intro.
Tired of working deadbeat jobs for lame pay. I'm tired of getting fired and hired the same day. If you know the rules of the game, then you'll stay. And if you don't, then you'll be a pawn.
As usual, I'm joined by my good friend, Danny Davila.
What's up, people?
Before we begin the show, we want to thank you for joining us once again. We do this for you each and every week. And if you enjoy our show, our content, give us a like and consider subscribing. It really helps the algorithm, helps us to find other people, gives us wings beneath our wings.
Let's start.
Hot tea.
It's your favorite.
Listen, to the uninitiated, like someone might say, what's the big deal?
I hear you. And you know what's so funny is, to me, it's not that big of a deal, but at the same time, every time I hear it, I think in my mind, I do the mind cringe.
Yeah.
No matter how long it takes or now, how big, it's just one of those things you're like, ugh.
It is. It just grates on your nerves. You hear the hot tea and you're like, why? I want to get into it in the show to parse it out because it's a thing. Servers hate doing hot tea.
Yeah.
But I want to find out why. Yeah, I want to know why because, okay, we're not shoveling shit barefoot, people. We're not. It's not a terrible job, and we're entitled to say what it is that we're annoyed by. Everybody else thinks it's no big deal, but you don't got to do it.
Yes,
it's no big deal to you because you don't have to do it. And so, why do you think servers hate hot tea?
Because it has a lot of steps to it. Even though it doesn't seem like it does, it just has multiple steps. And when we're in the movement of doing things, everything has to be fluid. It's one of those things that is not around anything else that you're doing.
Correct.
Like when you're getting ice or you're making 5 other drinks, all your drinks are right there. Whether it's there's a gun or there's the thing. You have to go to a whole separate world. You have to get the thing to put the hot water in. Then you got to get the tea. Then you got to bring out, depending on where you're at, you either got to bring out a tea box or you have to have teas ready to go.
Yes. Well, there's always a tea box.
Yes.
There's always, because if you're not just offering the one tea, there is something that you're going to have to do and bring, and we'll talk about that. But first of all, do you think that people that order hot tea, there's something about them?
I mean, it depends on their, I guess, culture too, though.
That's true.
If they're not from here,
hot tea is
the thing.
Is the thing.
Yeah,
it's a drink.
So people listen to us on the other side of the pond. They're probably like, "What are you talking about? We just do this. This is normal for us."
Okay. They have tea time. They go out to tea.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the British.
Yes.
The Brits poisoned us with their tea. Come on now. My cousin worked at a tea shop. When's the last time you strolled into a tea shop?
I don't know. Yeah, there is no tea shops here.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I feel, okay, I'm maybe speaking out of turn here, but I feel that with like Indian cultures and things like that, they know what they want.
Yes.
They want a tea and they want this tea.
Yes, and I think that's the same even with British people. Because they always ask for a certain tea whenever, I notice this with those customers.
Yeah.
I pretty much know what tea I'm going to give them.
Yeah, they want an English breakfast.
Yeah.
They want a thing. They're calling it.
Yes.
But here in America, it's annoying.
It is.
Because first you have to establish, okay, let me it's going to sound strange. The annoying thing about people that order hot tea is that they don't know what tea they want and we don't know what tea we have.
Yes.
Okay? We're not taking like inventory of the tea and 86 list of the tea.
No.
Oh, we're out of
you're not even thinking about that.
Tea.
Okay? Yeah, you're not even thinking about that.
It's an afterthought. But I'm sorry, we don't know. So then what happens? If you don't know what you want, coupled with we don't know what we have, we're bringing out this whole fucking tea.
And then there's a bunch of time. And that's where the time and the overlay and all that other stuff. And then you're in the weeds for tea.
That costs $4.
Yes.
If that.
Exactly.
$3.50. Unbelievable. Yeah, and that I think is that sets it off.
Yeah.
It's like, and then inevitably they say, well, what kind of tea do you have? When you order tea from me, it's so sad for you, because I'm giving you the first thing my hands land on.
You just grab and walk.
I grab and walk. I'm not bringing you a tea box. I am sorry. You're getting tea. You ordered tea, you're getting tea. And half the time I put that bitch in the pot right for you. Because it's like, you're committed now.
Yeah, you're in the game.
Unless you tell me, I just don't want to do all the things that you just said.
Yes.
Just for this one beverage. Come on now. It's more steps than wine service.
It is.
More steps than wine service.
And it's not,
It's
starting at $30.
It's a tenth exactly. It's a tenth of the cost, if not less. I'm not interested. So that's the thing. You don't know what tea you want. Then secondly, the setup. Okay, you got to get the pot. You got to put hot water in the pot. Mm-hmm. Then you got to get a teacup.
Yep, with a plate. With a
clean teapot.
Yes.
Because the tea can sometimes stain inside. Dishwashers ain't scrubbing those out.
Yeah, well, because the same cups that are used for tea are used for coffee. So that is what...
We have separate ones.
But that's where the issue lies, because coffee stains everything.
Coffee stains, yes. Yeah, we have separate tea cups than the...
I ain't got that much space on my job.
No, I get it. I mean, why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you commit extra space to more cups for this adjunct thing? You know what I mean? It's... I get it. I'm not saying, oh, you should have separate, One thing is are the glass cups, you know what I mean? Those, are those for tea?
Honestly, I don't use those for, I use the glass cup, the nice looking ones, like with the little, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't find them to be nice looking.
Well, you know what I mean.
Well, okay, yeah.
The ones you can see through.
Yes. Yeah.
I use those usually for, only thing I use them for is, I don't even use them for cappuccinos anymore. I use them just for like,
hot
Irish
water?
coffee.
Irish coffee.
I'm an Irish because I just like the presentation with it and how it looks with the whipped cream, and then it layers in, and this way they can see what they're getting.
Okay.
Yes, but that's the only drink I even use it for anymore.
How long ago in your career did you stop using those glass cups for cappuccinos?
Only like 2 years ago. Because
okay.
we go with one. Our provider is Lavazza, and they give us these very nice Lavazza cups that are made for it anyways, and I like those better because they have a good. First of all, you can't see.
I don't be advertising them cappuccinos at all, bro. You
can't see what it is.
Yo.
Okay, and then it still looks good because it's still when it's in the thing, it has our Lavazza cups have like a almost like that V shape.
Okay,
like it's nice, real nice at the top, and then it comes down. And then as long as you got good head on it, you throw a little cinnamon on top, it looks phenomenal across the board. Not like with the glass where you can see the amount of head, you can see this and the layering and stuff like that.
It'll show you where you succeeded
and
where you
didn't. Yes, absolutely.
I am not into the glass at all. We have them at work, and when people make them, I go, don't you walk by my station.
Don't do it.
Don't you walk by advertising that thing by my station. And that's primarily why I don't use it. I like to be low-key with the cappuccinos. Because
like a ninja. It's just the best way to be.
Just here's your cappuccino. Because you know what else happens? Oh, I'll have one of those. That looks great.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, you remember?
man.
You used to work at the other spot, and the people walk, you'd be so mad. Yeah.
So mad. They come back with their perfect cappuccinos.
With the perfect amount
floating around with the 3 layers and stuff. Get out of here with that stuff. And primarily, it usually is a bane because it's not like someone else. I would sell them all day if someone else had to make it.
Oh, yeah.
I got to make it.
Yes.
I don't have time to make it. I actually am pretty efficient at it now.
Oh, I can make a cappuccino actually a lot faster than I can make a hot tea.
In fact, I'd rather make a cappuccino than a hot tea.
Because you can still do other stuff. Like, I mean, not, like while it's working, you can grab drinks. There's a process to it. So.
And at the end of the day, it fits on the tray.
Yeah.
Or I don't only have to make it one trip.
It's one plate, one cup. It's not two. At the bare minimum, it's either two plates.
Still one. Where you going with 2 plates on a cappuccino?
No, I'm talking about with a hot. We're back to the hot tea.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the difference between the cappuccino and the hot tea, where it's 2 plates because you're putting a plate for the hot water.
All right, so let's talk about the cappuccino setup because that's what we started with.
Yeah.
The tea box.
Yes.
Okay, so That's multiple trips.
Multiple trips.
Okay, so you got to present the tee box either before or at the same time.
Even if you're doing it with it, now you have to go drop off the tee box. Okay, now you're already, so you grab the tee box. Even if you consolidate your steps to bring just the tee box and the tee at the same time, you're still bringing an extra step of you have to. Now, what if you could have went to 3 other tables and did like your normal lap? Now you got to drop off this big old gaudy tee box.
Yes.
Okay, instead of saying hi to a table or doing this or doing that, because now this is a big liability in your hand. It's not
Yes.
something small where you can, maybe like a dirty cup you can walk around with or something like, you can kind of hide. No, this is
no
a
hiding.
full-on box.
Yes, it's a full-on box. Now, not only is this full-on box an albatross,
Yeah.
you're almost guaranteed to make 2 trips because with the teacup and the saucer, the cream if they need it, which is I don't understand.
Yeah.
Sugar, spoon, all that stuff. You're not going out with 2 hands.
No.
You have to use a tray now.
All day.
So now you have a tray and a tea box. So functionally wise, what do you do with each? Are you going to place the tea box on the table? Which you shouldn't be placing anything on the table
that's
that
not
doesn't
supposed to be there.
stay on the table.
Yes.
So that's why you're supposed to present it in your hand. So that's 2 trips.
Yeah.
So if you're making 1 trip, you're handing that off.
Exactly.
Or placing it on the table. And I don't know where you work, but I don't have space on the table to be dropping off this big ass box. So what's going on here? Annoying. Now, besides that, let's say, you took the 2 damn trips. You're doing all of this while at 1 table for 1 tea that costs less than $4. Legit.
If at the max it's $4.
At the max. I mean, it's about $3.50.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. Nothing.
Which is not worth your time.
Not worth my time, considering all the other things that I had to ignore to do that.
Yes.
All those steps, and it's like the multiple steps and the multiple,
There's no reward for the
trips.
action.
No reward, and then you're gonna want more hot water to do with your tea.
Absolutely.
Come on now. Can we just deal with the tea box? It's too damn big.
Massive.
It's massive.
Massive.
We have a tea box that's like that deep. Whoever bought these teas, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's legit. It's about what? You want to say 18 by 18 the box, or even let's say 18 by 12.
Yeah,
bare
it's
minimum.
definitely usually not
square, but like 18
Yeah.
by 12. So like this.
It's
and like
big.
This. Yeah, it's big.
We have new teas. I don't know why. The old teas were fine for me. Here's the issue with the new teas. Like all the tea bags are deep.
Ooh.
They're deep. And they're hard to read. They're poorly labeled. Very colorful, but you don't know what tea is what. So
That's
you're
even worse.
spending more time sifting
now,
through.
Now there's time.
There's
now
time.
you're holding this box in your hand, and now you're talking about more time.
No, I'm talking for me.
Oh.
Me in the back. I can't even identify what they are. Is that ginger? Is that chamomile? What is that? It should be clearly different colors.
It should be.
Clearly.
Each row should be like this: chamomile.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. You're done. 5 choices max. Probably 4 is better, and you keep it moving.
Keep it moving. There's something called what's it called? When you're paralyzed by choice, when there's too many choices. A store that has 8, 9, 10 different olive oils or olives or whatever the case may be.
It's too much.
Less sales for them
Yes.
than the stores that have 2. Keep it moving.
Yes.
Give me any tea box should have 4 freaking teas.
Less is more.
Less is more. I mean, look at me in the back. Even if they ask me, I'm sifting. What is that? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, 4 max. I think on my job we have 4, and I think it's perfect. I don't have the English breakfast, but we have an Earl Grey, which is the black tea.
Okay.
So
you have a black tea.
I have a black tea. I had a chamomile. We have a Zen sometimes, which is like a green tea, like mint kind of mix. And then we either have like a mint or have green tea. We'll have mint. So that's it.
Okay, that's fair because I don't even know what we have.
Yeah,
because they're named these ethereal names that I don't know what
and
the
I think 2 out of the
combination
3
is.
are decaffeinated. Just because some people like that kind of whatever. So that always works out well. So you have 1 caffeinated and always 1 caffeinated and 2 without.
That is another thing about the tea. Where are you going with decaf tea? Like, I mean, come on now. At this point, stop it.
Stop it.
You know,
How much caffeine is really in it?
How much caffeine is really in it? Are you that sensitive? Are you going to be, just... I like efficiency when it comes to a restaurant. Unless you're in the type of restaurant where, that's a big deal. If you're in a tea shop.
If you're in a tea shop, we get it. Having multiple teas, maybe some handmade ones, something cool, whatever. But you're in a regular restaurant that tea is just... Be happy if they even have just Lipton by itself, okay? And call it a day.
Lipton. You gotta... Listen. It has to be, unless you have the time in that style of restaurant, it has to match.
Yeah.
If your tea box is way too classy, you're doing too much.
You're doing way too much.
For what it is. I'm telling you, our tea box, no bueno. It's just not simple. So when you're looking, if a purveyor came to me and I took one look at that and I can't read off glance what it is, I watch other guests or servers. They're picking it up. They're looking at it. What is that?
That's a lot of work.
It should the top flap of the envelope should be a different color.
Yes.
So that we
at the bare minimum.
Yeah. So we can learn. That's ginger. That's orange. That's mint.
Yeah. Just like green, orange, black.
Yes. And then we can just. It's like, what is this? Oh, I think that.
Or yellow for chamomile. You have 4. There's your 4 right there. Boom.
That's your 4 right there. Now, moving on. The hot tea. You got it now. You're already here for too damn long. It's not a quick beverage because once you pour it, you got to let it steep.
Oh yeah, you're not drinking that off the rip. Okay.
Yo,
you're not.
You give a coffee drinker coffee. You know what they're drinking? Coffee. Immediately.
Because they can, if they don't like it piping hot. They add cream, and that cream brings down that temperature right where they want it at.
It's ready to drink.
It's ready to drink.
That's my whole point.
Yeah.
Teas are
just
not
hot
ready
enough.
to get
Okay.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you got to work to make a tea just hot enough. Okay.
Yeah, you're just here too damn long anyway. Yeah. And then you get them another hot water. Same thing. You got to start the cycle.
Oh, the whole cycle starts all over again.
You got to let it steep, and again, to steep that same old tea bag you just got. Otherwise, I'm charging you again. Ain't no refill on tea. Just trying to pull here.
You get more hot water.
You can get more hot water, which is already annoying. The hot water does not pour fast.
Oh no, it's one speed. Okay, definitely one speed.
Dead slow.
Yeah. Sometimes, and depending on the machine, like mine is actually not that bad in my job. It has a good. But
yo, I know that machine. It just sounds fast.
Yeah,
it just sounds fast, but it's just spitting.
Yeah,
it is, and it's not going fast. I have yet to see a coffee. I had one, and it was in the middle of.
Oh no, I don't use the one on the cappuccino machine. I'm talking about from where the
coffee.
Where the ice in the coffee. That one has good
one's
flow.
Decent. That has good.
That's
flow.
the one I use. I don't use the other one.
The one on cappuccino.
No,
machine, it just sounds loud,
You
bro.
might as well just be sitting there. You might as well be like, you can go do 10 other things and come back, and it still won't be full to the top.
Yeah, that's how I treat the hot tea too. You want hot tea? Back burner.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna make sure
everybody else is okay.
Yes,
before I even
because I'm gonna be gone for a while.
You're gonna be gone
it's
for at least.
It's not because I'm being an asshole.
No, you gotta wait a minute.
Practically,
yes.
I really have to square everybody off while I put you to bed.
Exactly.
Okay? I gotta make sure the dishes are clean and everything is set.
Absolutely.
So I can spend my 20 minutes trying to get you your damn hot tea. I hate it. Absolutely loathe it. Why are you ordering tea anyway?
Yo, you always end with that. They ask it, oh, can I have some tea? Like, you mean iced tea, right?
I know, you try to get them.
Yeah.
Does that sound nice?
Doesn't that sound great?
Right out the pool.
Right out the thing.
Once I got it. One guy, it was brunch, and I felt for him. He was like, can I get a hot tea? I'm not feeling too good.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Yeah, I think so because that to me is one of the magic.
That's the reason
of teas.
why you drink tea.
Yeah. Yes. I love making tea for people
that aren't feeling. Yeah,
that's not feeling because it's made with love.
It's a magical thing.
It's a magical thing.
Tea is a magical thing when you're not feeling well.
Don't abuse the tea.
Don't abuse it.
Yeah, I made him. Listen, I went out in the back cooler, got some ginger.
Oh, you hooked him up.
I hooked him up.
Nice.
Because I make a good tea.
Yeah.
I make a righteous tea. But, you it's one of those things that, you really want to make sure.
Yeah.
When we went to Atlanta, your boy made you some tea.
Yeah, it was perfect.
It was
amazing.
perfect.
Yes.
It's nice. And tea is good medicine.
Oh no, it is legit. Okay, that to me is when I drink tea.
Yes.
Okay. Or like if somebody is sick at work, I like a coworker's not feeling well, I'll make them some of my special hot tea, and then I make just like that with the love.
Yes.
And it helps them through their shift. And
we have all the ingredients.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, you got mint, you got you some honey.
Yep.
You got you some ginger.
You're
That's
the
the basis, and lemon.
Oh,
Ooh,
you're good.
Limes don't make good tea.
No,
I don't know what it is, but limes do not make good tea.
No. It's all about the lemon.
It's all about the lemon.
The lemon and the honey will get you through. Okay?
Yes.
You can have those two ingredients in no tea with some hot water.
Oh, for sure.
And you're a brand new person.
It is fantastico. It's fantastic. Yeah, so I love that combination. The lemon. I love the ginger. And you toss that mint in there, opens everything up.
It opens everything up.
Love it. And if you really, it's a little strong, but if you get a little rosemary, but you can't taste nothing else after you put rosemary. You can't steep it. You just have to kind of, steep it, but it's a tad. You put a little half a sprig in there, and then you don't let it go. Oh, don't let it get brown. No, it's too much. You just want to give it a little something because rosemary is powerful.
Yeah, it'll open the whole thing up for you.
It'll open up the whole thing up, and then you're like, all I taste is rosemary all day long. But yeah, you got to get the lemons. No lime. Lime's for tequila.
Yeah, no.
Lemons are for tea.
Yes.
And what else do you like? Okay. I don't even give you the hot tea if you want to warm up. That's what coffee's for.
Yes, legit.
If you're sick. Tea.
If you're sick, I'll give you tea. I have no problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, coffee is the warm up one because then you're that's when you see you're holding your hand.
It gives you that warm feeling.
Yes. Okay.
The aroma.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It opens up your nose palate. You're good.
100%.
100%.
Tea is for home.
Tea is for home. And if you are sick, you're supposed to be at home anyways. But if you're just not feeling well and you need a little love and you're out and about, we got you on your tea.
Yeah.
But besides that, people,
just
order some iced tea. Get a drink.
Yes.
Get coffee like he's saying.
Yes.
And if you're at a cafe or something, get yourself a nice cappuccino somewhere, something delicious, and keep it moving.
Get your tea at a tea place.
Yes, at a tea place.
Okay. And then you get those people that are like, don't you have this? Some exotic tea, and you're like, stop.
Why would I have that tea?
Stop it.
Why would I have some random tea that doesn't even belong in this restaurant?
This is Bennigan's. Come on now. You got to match the tea to the place. You're getting black tea.
Yeah.
Basic tea.
Basic tea.
Which there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
But you're getting basic tea. Don't expect us to, and then they're going to say, do you have soy milk, almond milk? Why? Why would we?
Why would I have that?
Why? Because
I sell it all the time. Like
where were you 2 weeks ago?
Exactly.
And are you going to be here tomorrow because we're going to be saving? It's not
gone.
enough.
Yeah.
If we have demand, we are going to have it for you.
Yeah, we're not a Starbucks. Okay,
Yes.
where there's demand, where you can get what you want. Like you said, if you want something special, you got to go to the spot that has the specialty stuff.
Exactly.
And that's the key.
That is the key. Otherwise, if it's that rando thing, we're not going to have it. So don't turn your nose up against
and be mad. Yeah. If you really wanted that bad, you'd bought yourself.
Now, I know it's irrational, like for you out there listening and saying like, oh my gosh, these guys are spoiled. You don't want to make a hot tea. The customer's always right. It might be learned behavior. Maybe you showed up and you enjoy tea and then you realize how many other servers hate serving tea. But those steps matters. Like when every step matters.
Every step matters.
When you really want to be efficient and good at your job and then someone at another table is looking for something but you're gone off like doing hot tea somewhere, those things matter.
Yeah, imagine if you're the guest that needs their ketchup or needs their condiment or needs something and you're over for 4 minutes gone making tea. That 4 minutes is a lifetime. Okay.
For someone who needs a fork.
Who needs, or something that's just not, that came out hot.
Yes.
Okay, exactly. So that needs a fork or something very simple when their food came out nice and hot and you weren't there to take care of that need.
Exactly.
Okay, and then now you're on the other end of that. You're like, man.
Imagine you waited 20 minutes for your food. Mm-hmm. I mean, the table should be marked. I get it. But what if you wanted something to go on it? Like it could be pepper. It could be fresh. It could be Parmesan cheese or whatever the case may be. To make your meal special, sit there for 4 minutes.
Or you wanted mayonnaise for your hamburger. Something very easy.
Something very easy.
Most people don't eat mayonnaise with their burger. So it could be or mustard. Something that's not ketchup. That's not a normal condiment that's going to come with the burger naturally. and they're gone for that long time. Now your burger's either cold or it's incomplete and you're upset.
Oh, you're not satisfied.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it takes 4 minutes a long time
Yeah.
to sit there staring at your food, waiting for your server, but he's off, massaging somebody with their hot tea.
Yes.
It all matters, but I get it. It doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but I wanted to talk about it because
it is kind of a big deal.
stabs me right here. And so would you rather, and you alluded to this earlier, would you rather make a hot tea or a cappuccino?
I mean, cappuccinos are easier for me.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I know it seems like a lot of work, but you
Now,
don't
if you're
have
a
to go
one
back
tea
and forth.
restaurant without the tea bag, and like if you could just drop and go, I would say it's easier with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
one or two.
Yeah.
Give me decaf and give me regular.
Yeah.
Show me.
If you keep it simple like that at your spot, I'll make a cup. I have no problem making a tea. Like I said,
Because you saves the
simplicity.
tea box,
Yes.
and it saves the second trip.
Exactly.
I like where your head's
Yes.
at. If you kept that tea simple, no problem.
no questions.
No questions. Can I have a hot tea? Sure.
Decaf or caffeinated. Goodbye. Just like coffee.
I gotta get some mayo over here.
Exactly. Decaf or caffeinated, and that's it. You keep it moving, yo.
There you go.
But we get it. That's why we talked about it.
That's why we talked about it. Thank you so much for listening. There's yet another one in the books. Let us know what your little pet peeves are, or if we're crazy for hating
On the hot tea?
The hot tea. on the scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, the tea as annoying
Yes.
is definitely a 7 for me.
Okay. I get that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to turn my nose up on somebody, but at the same time, like, the first thing I'm going to tell them is you're going to wait. Especially, like you said, they're but I'm not going to be rude about it. Like,
You tell them?
Oh, yeah. I'm very transparent with my stuff. Yeah. I got to do a couple things. I will get you what you want. But
Okay, that makes
sense. But, just got to give me a minute. I even say the same thing because we do breakfast at my job. I had to say the same thing about cappuccino because during breakfast, it's a very fast-paced thing. I said, hey, I'll get you all your other drinks out, but the cappuccino, you're going to have to be a few minutes just because it's moving so fast. It does take a couple minutes to make a cappuccino the right way.
Gotcha.
That they can't, I don't want them to be like, what happened?
The only thing that I warn people about timing is if we're super busy and raw bar.
Yeah,
Raw bar
that's
comes
fair.
out whenever they feel. With the other stuff, I don't tell them they're going to wait until I notice it's taking a longer time. Because
Well, no, there's certain stuff you're going to keep to yourself regardless.
I keep most of that stuff
Yeah.
to myself. And then when
I
I
think it's
notice
just
I
those two
hadn't
things.
got to it, and then I'm getting mayo and they look at me and I go, it'll be a few more minutes on that whatever, dash. And that's when, because it kind of resets the clock for me, You've been waiting, but then I get a little extra time.
Yeah, if there's nothing going on, like if you're at my only table or if I'm quiet or I'm chill, and I have nothing, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to make what I make and keep it moving.
Now-
But if you're in the middle of the ish,
Yes.
you know what I mean? That's where the communication for me lies.
I get it. However, when the restaurant's slow, you have a whole other set of problems. Yes. Okay? Because we need a flow to be efficient at our
Yes.
job. Nothing's like a server will give you the worst service when it's dead.
Absolutely.
I promise you that.
It don't.
You will get the worst service. Where is this guy?
Guy.
He's off.
He's not thinking about it. And it's not that he's wrong or right it's just you're used to having. That's when your downtime is. That's when you're doing other things. That's when you actually like if you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
We
But
just don't know what to do.
we don't.
Our brains go off into the void.
Yes.
When there's not enough, to keep the ball. Try juggling with one ball. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. And when we're slow, we don't know what to do. We're bumping into each other. It's like you get the worst service.
You
when it's
forget
dead.
more stuff when it's dead.
You
Yeah.
forget. I remember. I'll let you go on this story. And I may have told it. I can't remember. It's been a long time. First restaurant job I worked at a Bennigan's. I
Yes.
told everybody that. And we had something called the time crunch lunch. The worst invention ever because it's just a pressure cooker of
Yeah.
gamesmanship in the restaurant. I'd rather just wait on people. And the time crunch lunch was there's
didn't
a
get the food on-
timer
yeah.
on the table. If you didn't get your food in 15 minutes, your food was free. With the time crunch lunch. And you had to declare it. You say, hey, is this time crunch lunch? And then you start the clock and all that stuff. Dude came in, ordered a Caesar salad. He was by himself and we were dead. And then he says, oh, by the way, I'd like to do the time crunch lunch. And I looked at him. I turned around. I said, it's dead in here. Why bother? He's like, oh, no. So we start the clock. And then I'm bouncing around the restaurant. And I walk by his table and I see him smile. It's like something like 13 minutes go by or 11 minutes go by. I had forgotten to put the friggin' order in. Oh my gosh. I was like, what the hell? I put this in, and there's no amount of fly that you can get your food out in that amount of money, unless it's already up there or you steal somebody else's. It was dead. We had to buy this guy
Caesar salad,
his meal on a dead day. You know how upset my manager was with me? Rightfully so, but I mean, holy moly. I say all that to say, we work on rhythm, people.
That's right.
And I'm Marlon Joseph, the Modern Waiter.
I'm Danny Villains, subscribe, people.
We'll see you next time.
Later.
The haters don't like killing them out there. The haters don't like killing them out there. The haters don't like. The haters don't like. The haters don't like. That boy is killing them out there. The haters don't like killing them out there. The haters don't